Sorry if my voice is just a tad hoarse. I had an allergic reaction about half a week ago and my voice is still recovering from that purge, so we're stuck with what we got, but we got some pretty big news. Not sure if it really is that newsworthy, but you know what? It's a big dramatic change to basically Apple's naming scheme in general, and so yeah, let's talk about it. So, thanks to Marcus Germontis, apparently he's leaked that Apple is going to change their naming scheme for all of their software operating systems. So, instead of getting iOS 19, like I guess everybody thought, the rumor is we're supposed to get iOS 26. It's not even 2026 yet. And then the same not only applies to iOS, but to iPadOS, to macOS, to tvOS, even visionOS. But yeah, basically every OS you can think of, Apple's going to drop whatever number they have after it, and it's going to be 26. Why not 25, you ask? Well, apparently it has something to do with the same reason why automakers decide, oh, let's release a 2026 product in 2025. Makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah, because automakers do the same thing. I guess Apple's thinking, why don't we do the same thing? I mean, it's coming out towards the end, the last half of 2025 anyway, so why not just call it the following year? I don't know about you. I'm not personally a fan of that. I don't like how the automakers currently do that today, because that makes reviewing cars actually more difficult. So I prefer to actually stick with, okay, when was the product built? And genuinely, I mean this. When was the product built? I don't care about release. I want to know when the product was built. So that way we can say, oh, this is 2025. This is 2026. This applies to the automotive industry too, but now we're wildly off topic, so let's get back on topic. Apparently, the leaks and rumors are suggesting that Apple wants to get rid of this whole different numbers for iOS and all the other operating systems, because if I can list them off the top of my head right now, we're currently on iOS 18, watchOS 11, macOS 16, I think? Let me go check that. Nope, 15. My bad. tvOS 18 and iPadOS 18. We got a bunch of random numbers all over the place, and so Apple wants to clean it up by, this software came out for this year, except it actually came out the year before, but details aside. Why are they doing this? Clean up the lineup, obviously, but also, if I had to bet, because it's also a rumor that we're supposed to get a whole new redesign, apparently not just on iOS, but across every operating system, I guess. Makes me a touch nervous, because, well, I personally like macOS the way it is, but that's just me. But also at the same time, I know right now iOS in particular does not need this. We don't need a redesign. We don't need any of this stuff. What we need is stability. Funny enough, last night I was editing a video for the Drive channel, and as I was editing that, a random video from Luke Miani came up, and it was all about iOS 18's numerous bugs. Unfortunately, pretty much the only bugs he showcased were all of the software display glitches, which, yeah, those are real. I'm not denying that. I have legit actual functional bugs with this that are legit ruining my experience with my iPhone. And because of these bugs, it has literally prevented me from taking calls, making calls, receiving texts, and various other lists. And this is especially infuriating because I'm trying to communicate with my boss. My boss and I are pretty tightly working together, and as a result, I need to communicate with them, but this device is not doing its job. Because of iOS 18, I'm dropping so many calls, and I'm not even able to make calls without restarting the device. It's infuriating. I don't know, guys, as I'm studying all these leaks and rumors about the whole redesign, I can't help but worry and panic to the point where, legit, I'm probably serious about this. If this actually gets bad enough, I might have to use Android for a year until Apple decides to actually properly make an operating system, which it is very weird I have to say this. Typically, I'm saying this about Microsoft, because Microsoft has proven time and time again they cannot make an operating system to save their lives. But Apple, we expect better of them, because literally that is their reputation. Hardware and software working together, and as of right now, that has not been happening. No, it has not. So again, Apple, I really hope you're listening and watching this, and not just me, but the Luke Mianis and the John Prossers, the Taylor explosive text, the Randy Nexuses. Everybody has been complaining there is no stability on iOS anymore. It's gone. I legit cannot rely on this to do the primary function of a smartphone. Make phone calls. This is just going to gear more towards the mess. We pretty much just have to wait for WWDC to happen and see what happens, and wait for September to come when Apple officially launches iOS 19, or excuse me, iOS 26 or whatever they're gonna call it. Honestly, I don't care about the name. I don't care about the design. I just want to be able to make a phone call. Yes. Am I asking for too much? I hope not. So, thank you for watching, and do me a favor and interact with the buttons below. Also, do me a favor and check out my Patreon page. I would really appreciate that. This is the Random Alpha Gadgets, signing out.